Okay. I think we should be good now. Hi, Twitch.
Hi, Twitch.
Hi, Twitch.
Okay.
Hi, Twitch. I was yawning, or I would have said hi sooner.
We're audible.
Oh, dispel magic.
Ooh.
I want that one. Never mind enhance
That'd be a
ability.
good. Yeah.
All right. All right. It's been a little bit. Scheduling. You know how it is. We know how it is.
It'd be
It
like
is
that.
what it is. Last we left off, we concluded a horrific fight between some lizards and a wizard and
The
frog.
lizards escaped.
The lizards did escape, but
or
like
some of them.
3 of them escaped. You were able to kill Prince Egg-Herbert of the lizard folk and their lizard wizard. Actually, the Willow killed their lizard wizard immediately with
that was
Blight,
awesome.
and that was so awesome.
Blight be awesome.
Willow
Blight.
pointedly did not heal Bennu, who is upon death's door near the end of the fight.
I did.
Oh, you did? Or you did with Healing Spirit?
Yeah, I did. No, I did.
Oh, no, you
I told you.
You
I
healing
did, and I said, don't read into it.
Oh, yes! Good. Even better. Even better. I like this. I miss this. Got some good enemy tension. The tension is good. With the lizards defeated and scattered to the winds, everyone recoups to lick their wounds and rest up before venturing into Fairy.
Yeah, there was a bit of a conversation.
I think I might have missed it.
Yes.
Because my internet cut out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God,
Who was
remember.
With the conversation between?
It was between us and Frog.
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 And
it's just Frog.
I have very small things written down. For some reason, I have decomposes the leaf written down. I have no idea what that means.
Oh,
Frog,
yes. Frog?
With
Frog
my name on
had,
it.
Yes.
Yes. Frog revealed that Lord Alion is no longer in the Autumn Court because the Witch Hazel something or other. I can't read that.
Oh, noted. That's important information.
The Witch Hazel disliked Lord Alion.
Yeah.
As did old Humble. But barely anyone listened to Humble. At the end.
There was an insight check that Journey performed, and I think probably other people did as well. I don't know, but something that Frog knows. Was it Onfallen or Alion in person?
It was Onfallen, but I didn't pick up on I didn't roll enough insight, but I think you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remembered it being Onfallen, but my notes said Alion, so I'm like, I think it's Onfallen, but I'm going to ask.
Yeah, and I mentioned Onfallen, and Frog said that they didn't know didn't know the name and lied.
Yes.
A liar.
This toad person's a liar. Frog the toad person.
God.
So it is still the morning of the 14th of New Frost. Gotcha. As it has been for, in our time, like a month or so.
Yeah.
I love scheduling.
We love it. We love it. We love it.
And I feel like there was something revealed that, like, there was information that Journey didn't know about, but I can't remember what it was.
It was just all of the details in the letter. I had said that I don't think I had what we had determined was I hadn't mentioned that there was a guide.
Right.
Or I didn't mention that. I just said they're expecting us. I didn't say that
there was a guide.
There's a guide, and specifically the Witch Hazel wants me and has my name.
Yeah. Yeah. So Journey was doing a little bit of reeling from that, but not as much as I initially thought, because when last we met, it was also a while after that, and I'd forgotten what specifically Journey didn't know, and so I was reacting to more than existed.
You love to see it. All right. Yeah, so Bennu is patching up some of her own wounds now.
Yeah.
As
Do
you
you want
guys
to take a
talk.
short rest?
I would like to take a long rest so I can have my spells back.
So,
That's why I was prepping spells.
Right. That is something we can do, but we would lose our
Hero's
advantage
Feast.
on wisdom saving throws.
I don't want to
I feel like
go in with
yeah.
like I just spent a bunch of time prepping spells.
No, I think it's worth losing that at the moment.
I mean, Journey could try fasting another 12 hours to get us another Hero's Feast. I don't know if that would work because he cast it last night, though.
Yeah, I think it would be. I think it's fine.
I mean, I'm pretty much good on wisdom saves personally.
I mean, I'm fine.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
so if we have to take a long rest, or yeah, we should just do the long rest.
Yeah. Okay. Then we'll rest then.
Does anyone tell Bennu this?
Yeah, I imagine this is a conversation we're having. I imagine this
is outside of your little bubble.
Little bubble.
You were having a private conversation before, I think.
We were? Okay, I believe you.
Well,
I don't remember, but I believe you.
With Frog.
With Frog. I assume.
Yeah.
I mean, Bennu could have been there. Bennu wouldn't have minded.
No, it's hard to keep track of what happened and where we were.
Yeah.
So no, at some point there's going to be a discussion of, hey, that was a really rough fight. I think we got to rest before entering into this dangerous place.
First watch.
And I'll do the Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow thing.
All right. Anybody else doing watch? We've got Bennu.
I can watch.
I'll take a shift.
I was going to do that.
Should I... Hey, how do we feel about... Should I contact Unfallen before we head in?
It depends how you feel about Frog listening into the conversation.
That's a good point.
You could always go a little ways away and do it.
And I can also, as long as... Can I have one of those sending scrolls to just have on me?
Sure. Journey will hand it over.
Thank you. Should we each just have one just in case?
Journey will hand one to Ellie.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And Journey will hand one to Bennu.
All right.
Let me mark that.
Cool.
Especially because since Bennu's going to be separated from us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Journey's going to give 2 to Bennu.
All right.
I am so frustrated to see the little number 7 go down to a little number 3 in my item inventory. That's just 40 gold that went away from my person.
We're kind of set right now.
No, yeah. Long rest, which means we heal. Yay!
Yay!
All right. Who's doing watch? Bennu's got first watch.
Oh,
I'll go watch.
I'll do last watch.
All right.
I guess if there's a watch, if there's a watch left, I'll take one.
Okay.
No worries.
All right.
I think Ellie actually has something to kind of do, and Nemo, we talked about this. So he'll probably do that.
Did talk about this. What do we do? Oh God.
Hold on 1 second. I'll resend the thing.
Yes.
But he does a thing. I
regain my use of...
I believe that you told me, I just forgot.
It was like an offhand thing.
Oh, yes.
Invoke authority.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here's
Good.
a question.
Got it.
When you have temp HP, how long does that last?
Till you long rest.
Till you long rest?
Unless it's set
Unless
sooner.
it's used up.
Or
Yeah.
used up, yeah. All right.
Or
Perception check.
unless you get a second amount of temporary hit points that exceeds the previous amount.
Yeah. I had realized last time that I was doing Balm of the Autumn Court wrong. It's the D6s, but then there's also a 1 temp HP per die spent, which I hadn't been doing.
What does Balm of the Autumn Court do for us again?
It's just the healing thing. It's a number of D6s.
Well, we're taking a long rest though, right?
Right. I'm not doing that. I had done that before, and so I had temp HP that were still there.
Okay. Sorry for the little bit of confusion clarification.
All right. Perception checks from those on watch.
Cool.
Oh, god damn.
Jeez.
Not a major.
Oh. Wait, perception, right? What's my fucking perception?
So, a total of 2, because... Wow. That is not a good first roll.
All right.
I had a D&D game earlier today where I kept rolling pretty consistently poorly, except for when I was doing flips just for fun, where I consistently rolled like between 15 and 20.
Oh my God.
Every single time, and it affected the plot not at all.
Oh, I love that.
The best.
All right. I roll my little encounter checker. All right. The night passes without incident. You are safe in the hearth of moonlight and shadow. Actually, whoever's on watch sees that Frog doesn't sleep. Frog just kind of sits, looking up at the sky. And you can talk to them if you want.
I want to do that on my watch.
All right.
I just sort of go up to them and I'm like, so, before we go, what is the witch hazel like? How long have they been the queen of the Autumn Court? And how did that happen, that they became queen?
Sorry, I had to do my frog voice.
Frog.
When you lore drop in the frog voice.
Yeah, lore dropping in the frog voice. Oh, my voice is going out. That's great. Great. That makes it better. Witch Hazel hasn't been Queen of the Autumn Court for too long. I mean, it seems like not too long. I wouldn't know how long it would be here. How long's it been since I got here?
A few hours?
Huh. No idea how long it's been for Fairy. I don't even think it's been. It's a strange place. You get used to it.
Right.
I suppose. I wouldn't know. I've always been there. Except for now when I'm here. Witch Hazel hasn't been the Witch Hazel for too long. Goodness, what's the old queen? There was a queen for a short while after Umble, but Umble didn't like her too much. Witch Hazel... Witch Hazel took her place. She's off cavorting somewhere. High King knows where. Not the Queen of the Autumn Court no longer.
Huh. Is the Witch Hazel a good queen?
I guess so. I haven't been kicked out. Anyone been kicked out? Let me take a... let me see. Just that feller you were asking about earlier. Only one's been kicked out. Usually there's quite a bit of shuffling around when there's new royalty. Not so much from Umbel to... Essentially, it was old King Umbel to the Witch Hazel. Even though there was that few hours, days, years. Years? Even though there was that queen in between.
Do you know... I mean, I don't know if you happen to know what the Witch Hazel has in store for me and my group.
A feast, I think. Some sort of celebration. Celebrations are usually meaning feasts. But...
Okay,
Sorry. Y'all are good.
So... Why?
She wants to see you, I reckon.
Why?
Didn't you call her?
The Witch Hazel? What do you mean?
Well, she says, Frog. She gives me the leaf. She says, Frog, go out to the western gate. There's gonna be a young woman waiting for you. This is her name, and you need to take her back to the court. And then as I was leaving, I heard the Witch Hazel preparing for a celebration. I don't know how she would have known you were coming unless she called.
I didn't... Oh. Is the Witch Hazel Fae?
As far as I know.
I didn't call her.
Frog shrugs.
Are there any mortals in the court?
I'm not sure. There's a feller comes in and out. Technically in the court, not always in the court.
Is there an orcish woman?
Roll an insight check.
Okay. Ugh. 15?
There ain't. And you can't tell. if Frog is lying.
Well, thank you for answering my questions.
Of course. I'm here to answer all of them. Well, all the ones I can. If you ask me a question I don't know the answer, then I don't know. Well, I can tell you I don't know, but that's not an answer. Well, it's an answer, it's just not the answer you're looking for.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say.
All right, now. You folks gotta sleep, right? Sleeping is what you do?
Right, but I'm on watch right now.
Oh. Well. What are you watching? I'm watching
Just
the
keeping
sky.
an eye out, making sure that none of those lizards or other creatures come back and attack us in our sleep.
That. Why would you sleep then? If you get attacked by lizards?
Well, you mortals need to rest.
So some of you don't, so you don't get attacked by lizards. Very
Yes,
smart.
we take turns.
Ain't that lovely?
What is your position in the court? Are you just a messenger?
I am. I'm the messenger of spring. My partner's Toad. Nope. Crap. I messed up. I'm the Frog's the messenger of autumn.
Okay.
Listen. I'm the messenger of autumn. My partner is Toad, messenger of spring. It's a fine and respectable job enough. I like wandering around.
Yes, I imagine there's lots to see in Fairy and out of Fairy, to wander. Anyway, I should probably pay attention to watch.
I'll keep watch with you. And after you. I don't sleep.
Right, you've established that.
Okay, good. Good, I have. Well. Say, you said to call you... What were we
Willow.
calling you? Willow. Yes. Does that thing move?
Call me Willow. What?
In the sky. And do
Sorry?
those? Frog points at the moon and then the stars.
What about them?
Do they move? Do they sleep?
The moon moves. How much does Willow know about astronomy? Hold on.
Roll a history check.
What are
Roll
the
a nature
level
check.
of astronomy of astronomical knowledge do we have?
Actually, roll a history check because I want to see if any astronomers came through.
How does this world feel about heliocentric versus geocentric?
I haven't decided what everything
I just
looks
rolled.
like. I
You
think
wanted
there's
a
more than
history
one
check?
moon. Yeah.
That's a dirty 20.
Woo! Yeah, you know a lot about the stars and the moon.
Sick.
All
right.
I haven't decided how many moons there are, but he's just pointing at one for now to make it easy.
The moon moves. It orbits around us. It circles us. The stars. They move. They don't move. They move very slowly. Time is different for stars, the same way I would imagine it would be different for Fae. But they move very slowly and very quickly at once. Everything's moving, but for us, they don't appear to move very much. It takes millennia before we notice it.
I imagine it takes that long to notice anything in fairy, too. We don't have anything to... We don't got anything to mark the time. Just the same purple twilight. Just the same sky. And the same green. Well, Frog closes their eyes, squints. Well, it changes. Some places it changes, and some places it doesn't. That's how it's been. Well, even if it ain't how it's been, it's how it is.
Out here, everything is always changing. Things are growing and dying. The world is spinning.
Things are dying. Sounds terrible.
It's not that bad. When things die, they go into the earth, and their bones and their meat become food for whatever grows next. It's a circle of life.
Frog
And I'm
shudders.
actually, I'm gonna like pick up a leaf off just like a blade of grass and just like some form of druid craft mushrooms on it and like accelerate it decomposing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just to show them.
Frog looks disturbed. Happened so fast. Well, I'll be pleased to get back home.
Doesn't usually move that quickly. I was speeding it up a little bit.
When you got forever, everything is quick.
Right. You know, when you look up at those stars, we're actually seeing them as they were thousands of years ago. That's not what they look like now. But we can't see it. I imagine fairy is similar, that everything you look at is ancient as you look at it, unchanging.
It does change, but it doesn't change in a way that it doesn't change in a way that feels like changing. Changes in a way like, oh, it's always been like it, even if it wasn't. That's what you said, ancient as you look at it.
Yes.
And it's never gonna die. And we like it that way. We like it that way. I think Frog turns away a little bit and goes back to looking at the moon and the stars.
I go back to looking around for watch.
All right. Anyone else want to hang out with Frog before we skip to the morning and go to Fairy?
I'm good, but that was a very cool conversation. Good things to know.
So this has been more than a long rest though, because more than. So my question is, the fight we had was it the morning? Was in the morning?
Did we all just crash?
So no, I think we had to wait until like nighttime and then and then go to sleep.
I feel like you probably like turned in pretty like late afternoon.
Okay.
And we just got up early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the morning of, oh man.
Morning of 15th.
15th. Oh my goodness.
15. Everybody give it up for number 15.
New year.
Beware the Ides of New Frost.
Halfway through the first month of the new year. Wow. I'm so proud of us. We made it.
Wow.
We made it. We did it, kids.
We did it, kids.
Oh, yes. It is, let me find the, there it is.
Year.
15th of New Frost, 2636. in the Beast's Age. That's the era.
Oh.
Oh, that's why. That's the name of the thing.
Yeah.
Did y'all not realize that?
Yeah.
No, I did.
I hadn't realized it was a reference to the thing that happened in the past. I assumed it was a prophetic thing that was going to happen in the future.
No,
I was anxiously awaiting.
Nope, this is the name of the era of Chthon.
Well, that's a couple days of theorizing about how Hart breaks free from the island, goes rampaging across the world that I'm never going to get back.
I think that may still happen. Don't
still happen. Don't sell yourself short, my guy.
Hey, conspiracy theories are lovely, and I love hearing about them for reasons. You know?
I know. I was full on grinning during that whole conversation.
I'm so glad.
I'm still not sure what's going on.
Oh, don't worry.
Don't worry.
I mean, it could be mistaken identity, but
right.
Arek feels
hard
certain.
to say whether you were right or if Nemo's messing with us.
This is true.
Well, Nemo's always messing with us.
Right.
Always.
But more than
for some reason, your mic is very much louder. Claude's mic is very loud for me.
Here, let me. Maybe I think
the
I know
other
why.
two are just kind of quiet.
I think I know why. Does that help?
You know, you can adjust the thing, right?
Oh, right. I can do that.
Yeah.
Per person. Okay.
I usually have to adjust that because
I can also just mess with my.
Yeah,
different.
I'm gonna mess with it. There we go. Okay. We're better. It's fine.
All right.
I forgot I can do that.
I think my settings on my mic are a little futzy right now anyway, so.
All right.
That's okay. You're good.
Cool.
It is the morning.
Before we keep going, Nemo, do you want me to send you a link to an article that has a bunch of long-term curses in D&D?
Oh God. Why would you give it that? Why would you give Nemo that?
Yeah.
I feel like Nemo would really appreciate that.
No, I think it would. I think that it would, but
you can send it afterward if you'd like. If you'd like to wait, you can send it after.
It just occurred to me.
I don't
know
think
why.
I'm going to use it this session.
Sorry. Let's keep going.
But do send it to me, because I will look. Thank you, Art.
Ding, ding, ding.
All right. It's the morning of the 15th. You are standing before the fairy gate. All 5 of you. That's how math works.
Right.
You don't sound too certain there, Nemo, my buddy.
You think I went to Sarah Lawrence Clown College to do math?
A fair point, if ever I've heard one.
Yeah.
All right. You are at the threshold. Is there anything you'd like to do before you step with the fairy?
Count my blessings.
I cast Goodberry. I hand the 10 berries to Bennu. I say, these are only good for 24 hours, but they each are good for nourishment for a whole day. Don't die in there immediately. And then I just walk through.
Oh, shit.
All 10? All 10. Okay. All right.
I guess I book it after Willow.
Journey will steal himself and then go in.
I think Frog goes in right after Willow. Frog bounds in right after Willow.
I think Ellie tries to grab Journey just to get him to keep going before he thinks about it for too long.
Sure.
The 4 of you emerge. Into a wide, open field. there are strange, like enormous stalks of grass waving very gently in almost like a playful wind. Like the the grass is like tall enough where it could be like wheat stalks, but it's green, and it's green like you've never seen green before, almost like it's glowing, like it's like it wants to swallow up all of the light around it. Green like it's the only thing that's ever been. And the sky is, it's lavender, and it's a deep bloody purple at the same time. And it's so static. There's movement all around you. There's the wind. You see creatures flying over the tall grass. The small tips of ears pointing up out of it, shifting as a head cocks and turns. And the sky is still and dead and lavender and bleeding purple. And in another moment, Bennu steps through.
Huh.
Wow.
That is both disorienting and familiar.
See what you were saying about that sky not being in motion.
There's nothing to move. And it's like you get a sense of it being bright, but it's like the ground is what's bright rather than the sky. There's no sun, no stars. Just this. Yeah. Everyone roll Constitution saving throws for me.
Ah.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
That's fun.
Oh.
Oh my god, what is wrong with my die?
Oh, no.
My die off of the table.
8.
Gone now.
Oh, boy. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay. That's actually. Hold on. Well,
Does Ring
not,
of Fasting help me? No.
No, it doesn't.
That's the raw. That's a
Five.
D10.
Okay. Fuck. 12.
14.
All right. None of you got the lowest, which is Bennu.
Oh no. Oh
Uh-oh.
no.
Oh.
Bennu steps into Fairy, and when all of you step in, you start to feel it's almost like gravity is a little stronger.
Ooh.
Like it takes a little bit of extra effort to lift your feet off the ground. But it's nothing more than that. Must be like some, yeah, it's nothing more than that. Bennu steps in, stands for a moment, and then like collapses to her knees, is looking faint. She shoves a good berry in her mouth. Still is not looking great. Another.
Bennu?
Calm down with those.
Oh my god.
Don't you feel it?
What?
The ground, it's... Oh! Are you alright? I don't know if you should be here. The ground is eating Bennu.
Huh?
What?
What?
Huh?
What?
How do we stop it?
Can I
You go back.
grab? Can I? What?
You can grab Bennu,
Bennu,
yeah?
I think you should leave.
Is there an obvious gate behind us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to try to grab Bennu and pull her up.
You pull Bennu up. As you hold Bennu, she feels more solid and she leans against you, but you help her stand and she feels like she's able to stand on her own.
You good?
I hate this place. I have a job to do. I have a job to do though. Is there anything I can do to stop this from happening? She looks at Frog. Your name's Bennu, yes? Think about it. Think about it a lot. That'll help. And,
Is Frog being genuine?
yes. Frog sends. Anyone can make an insight check if you'd like.
Right. That's significantly better.
What's my insight?
Yeah, that's 21.
Sure.
17.
It is very Star Trek.
14.
Frog's being genuine.
Okay.
Frog doesn't seem like...
That is a lot.
Frog doesn't, like, care. Like, it doesn't seem like Frog is, like, worried. But Frog is not, like, not telling Bennu what she needs to know.
So Journey is going to step forward and is going to say, Knight Bennu, here more than anywhere, mind over matter.
Mind over matter. Mind over matter. You see Bennu takes a minute, collects herself, and kind of nods Ellie away.
Alright,
If I'm
take my
dying,
hands off her.
I'll let you know.
I did say maybe you shouldn't come. I didn't want you to come to begin with.
A warm welcoming committee.
So I was right.
You were. Not going to let that stop me, though. Frog. Do you know King's Gate? Certainly. Don't I know King's Gate? I have to double check. Say, you can come with us to the Witch Hazel's court. Or, you can go back safe, and I'll meet you here. Aye? That is, provided I don't have any more business with the Witch Hazel. She might have more business. You better off coming with us. For a little bit. Until I remember, or maybe we might, well, let's see. Come with us for a little bit. And if I remember King's Gate, I'll let you know. And send you on you're going to King's Gate. I feel, God, I am simply talking to myself, huh?
Yeah.
That is precisely what's happening.
Love D&D.
I can feel the two characters talking to each other in the head thing going on in your voice.
Yeah, that's how it is.
It's a familiar feeling.
All right. I'll go as far as I can. Do you have any sort of direction? Because I think between... Oh, fuck. I just realized there's, like, no stars here. There's no way of telling north or east or west.
Yeah, we can't.
Nope. Yeah, we literally can't
navigate.
Nope.
Navigate without.
The only way to navigate is by, like, landmarks.
Even then.
Or magic.
Landmarks.
Yeah. I said that fully understanding what that meant.
Landmarks. Even then. Oh boy.
God, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, Bennu thinks for a moment. I'm going to go that way. And she points. If I'm dying, I'll call. I appreciate your offer, Frog. between the hostile ground and the hostile company, I think I best set off. She raises the hand that has the good berries in them up to Willow, winks, and begins to walk off in a direction.
Journey's
away
just
from
going to
the
say,
gate.
Before that, Journey's just going to take a brief moment and say, "You will have safe travels, Knight Bennu." And that's it. Just a slight change to the usual good luck.
Bennu nods.
Affirmation goes a long way here.
It certainly does. As will you.
As will I.
And Bennu sets off. Frog looks oddly at her retreating back, shrugs, and begins to lead you onward. We're going to cut to somebody else for a brief moment.
Oh, yay.
Ooh.
So what is Arcan doing? Is Arcan around the court? Is Arcan wandering around?
Ooh.
Honestly, I'm not too sure.
We can roll for it.
We can roll for it.
Hi, yeah, roll. Let me know.
He's probably just wandering around, realistically.
Alright.
Hunting, maybe.
Hunting.
Man's gotta eat.
Man's gotta eat. What is Arcan hunting?
Rabbits?
Rabbits?
Jackalopes.
Jackalopes, for sure. Yeah.
Those exist in Fairy.
They absolutely do. I think they exist in Chthon also. I know I had, like, horned rabbits, because I think fantasy creatures the most fun. Yeah, Arcan is hunting rabbits. And, yeah. Frog is, yeah, you're hunting rabbits. Roll a dexterity check for me.
Dexterity check? Oh dear.
You're hunting rabbits. Or rabbit-adjacent things.
True. 12.
Roll a perception check.
Ooh, that's my perception. There it is. Perception check. 11.
Yeah, you have been chasing a jackalope. You saw it not too far from where you usually hunt. And you almost had it, and it slipped out of your grasp. This has happened, I think, this is like the third time that this jackalope has escaped your grasp, and you're not gonna let it happen again.
Listen, sneaking around on hooves is not easy.
It's not easy. Even in the soft moss and tall grass of Fairy, it's not easy. Yeah, you bump. You actually, what do you hunt with? Do you hunt with your axe? Do you hunt with a net?
A net, probably.
Yeah. You are stalking this jackalope. And you see it dart in between a green pair of legs. And you throw your net. And, the Queen's messenger, Frog, looks up at you. And you see Frog is leading, 3 people you've never seen before.
Oh.
Hello. And what do our companions see?
So before you, the first thing that you notice about the person in front of you is that he is fucking enormous. 7 feet tall, built like a brick shit house.
Yes.
And really what's most important is the fact that he is a humanoid pig.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
he's dressed nicely, well enough. Loose shirt, nice pants, fancy decorative blue capelet, maybe. But you know, it's just really big. Just really big. He's got
really fucking big.
He's just really fucking big. Like 7 feet tall. I must stress this.
It is stressed.
Taller than all of us, certainly.
Yeah.
Taller than the tall party.
He looks extremely not worried, but definitely put off by the fact that the Queen's messenger is here with a number of strangers.
Hello, Arkan.
So, what just happened? Sorry to interrupt. Is there a net on Frog right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Frog is not concerned about this. Frog is like so small compared to Arkan. Frog maybe comes up to Arkan's hip.
Oh my
god. Oh.
Hello. We're just passing through.
Frog.
Would you like to join us? That's been a while, right?
I have no idea.
We're going off to the court. There's going to be a feast.
Oh. I have not been in some time. Why not?
Frog? Who is this?
Oh. I was telling your friend Willow. Yes?
Yes.
Willow. Was telling Willow. I've lost the frog voice and now I'm trying to get back to it. I was telling Willow. This is the feller that's mortal. Comes in and out of the court.
Oh.
This is Arkan.
Oh.
See, you said that and I thought somebody else and was worried. This is fine. This is fine. Nice to meet you.
This is Willow.
Willow.
Hi.
Hello. Looks very uncomfortable.
What's with the net?
Hunting. For food.
Hunting?
For food.
I guess I hadn't considered that option before.
So you're... Sorry if this is prying, but you're mortal, but you live here?
Yes.
How come?
I don't know what version of the story you want. We'll talk about it later, maybe. Frog, where's the thing?
Roll perception checks, everyone. Not Arkan.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Arkan, do you have either of your holy symbols on you?
Yes, definitely do.
Okay.
Huh?
Well, that's sucky perception.
Ooh.
23.
6.
Dirty 20.
Ooh. Let me look up my holy symbols. Please. I need to look up the one for something.
It's a crown.
Yeah. Yeah. You see a small, little crown charm, on this giant pig person. And you also see a symbol which, and you know that's the symbol of Somt. You also see a symbol that you recognize, but you don't know whose it is. It's the vial that you saw in that temple. This pig person has that symbol, and it looks to be like a fresh and working one. It seems to be. It doesn't look like it's in disrepair or it's broken. Yeah.
Blood wine. Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I gave it to Dora. Never
Trinity
mind.
just sort of drank it.
Yeah. Arkan, was it?
Arkan, yes.
weird question. Where did you get that symbol? The one with the vial?
Oh, It's a few years ago. I think it was a few years ago. From oh gods. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember exactly. It's been a couple years.
What god is that for?
Heem.
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 They chose me, so.
Huh. Well, apologies for the slight interrogation. You were the first person we've come across here.
Yeah,
you're the first people I've come across today.
And you are probably the only other mortal we are likely to come across during our sojourn here.
I should hope that that is not true. Journey.
Nope.
Would Arkin know anything about this?
No, Arkin would not.
Cool.
I was gonna say, but no, no.
Poor choice of words, bud.
Yeah, it wasn't intentional. I was thinking less of goals and more of surroundings.
Where's the court? We need to get to the court.
Way. Let's go.
Does Frog try to walk while the net is still on?
Yes.
I try to help him take
Frog
it off.
absolutely starts. Frog
Pig.
Frog is wrapped up in the frog is in the net, takes a step, falls, then rolls a little bit of a ways, and then is out of the net and just keeps walking like nothing happened.
Frog is an acrobat, man.
Oh my god! How did you do that?
He's gonna collect up the net while everyone's distracted.
And Frog begins to lead. Now the four of you. Away from the gate. You pass it. You spend a long time in this field. You actually notice the green of the stalks changes.
Ooh.
As you go through, it seems to cycle through a number of different shades. One nears a deep black almost. One is a very pale, almost like yellow green. One is like a one is like a deep evergreen as well, in addition to the black. So it just kind of cycles through these. And you actually see, as you hit a tree line, you see the trees are shifting and moving.
Ents.
No,
Ents.
Not ents.
Okay.
The leaves are changing.
Oh.
Rapidly.
Ooh.
You see, but the branches are all out of sync. Each individual branch is going through its seasonal changes, but on a slightly different time than the others, and it's all happening very quickly, over the course of what you would estimate to be 5 minutes. It goes through its entire seasonal cycle. And it's a little overwhelming because the trees are not they're not in sync at all. And it's full of the thick, heady scents of all of these flowers and fruits. And they don't rot. You see the fruits, and they drop onto the ground, but they just stay there. And you look for a second, and the floor of the forest is covered in fruit, and it looks as fresh as the day it first grew. And then you blink, and it's gone. And there's just like 1 or 2 fruits on the ground next to the trees.
Yeah, the ground ate it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Frog leads you all through this wood. You actually see in the distance like the stone base of a tower, overcome with moss. There's ivy growing all over it, but you can see the stones peeking through. In this small clearing. Looking through my notes on fairy. Yeah, you saw as you're passing through the forest, you see a lot more creatures. Most of them ignore you. Some they're like some that look like insects. Actually, a lot as you're taking more stock, a lot of the creatures and fairies seem to have these large compound eyes. But a lot of the smaller, more insectoid creatures don't bother you. There are a few sort of like quadrupedal creatures that look like a little bit like jaguarundi, like bear cats, sort of.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Like a cat-like face. They've got pretty long ears, the big bug eyes. They also like they're quadrupedal. They seem to have prehensile tails as well, though.
Ooh.
And a few of them seem to be taking an interest in you, walking as you pass by. Looking as you pass by. One of them jumps down, and stands on Ellie's shoulder.
Oh, I hadn't realized they were that small.
No, they're not. They're like a little big. They don't feel heavy.
Okay.
But it's just like really awkward for this to be on your shoulder. It's like how are they fitting on your shoulder?
He's just
Turns its head and makes like a chirping noise.
Oh, that's really cute. Frog, are these things?
It smiles when you said it's really cute and shows all its teeth. Oh, hello.
Cool. Are these? Is it just gonna do that?
Hey, what if you shoot? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, Nemo, was it just talking to us?
No, that was
Okay.
Frog.
That was Frog.
It hasn't talked yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say hello to the thing in Sylvan.
It says hello in Sylvan, but in like a chirpy, like hello, like a parrot would. And
Just repeated the word that you said. Is it talking to you?
It sort of. I mean, I just said hello, and it also said hello.
New.
Sorry.
New.
No.
New.
New.
They are.
Oh.
It nods at Arkin.
We're just visiting.
He nods back.
Visiting.
Yes.
It leaps from Ellie's shoulder and sits on Willow's head.
What does fucking Yarrow think about that?
Where is Yarrow? Is
Yarrow is probably on my shoulder.
I think Yarrow flies off. Yarrow flits off your shoulder.
Okay.
A little spooked.
Oh, okay.
I give Yarrow. I put up my arm if Yarrow wants to land there.
You're not wearing gloves.
I know that.
Okay.
Yarrow will land, and it will hurt a little. You take 1 point of piercing damage.
That's fine.
That's what happens.
I never said.
Mean.
I never said yell it.
Yarrow just has a lot of claws.
Yeah, Yarrow's not trying to hurt you. That just happens.
It's fine.
The creature, the creature is sitting on top of Willow's head now.
That's really cute.
Oh, hello.
It like presses its paws up like against your like hairline and like leans its face down so it looks in your eyes from upside down.
What you doing up there?
Sit.
Huh?
Sit.
Sit? Is it comfy?
It grins. No.
No?
Pointy.
Pointy, yes. I do have a bit of a hairpiece.
It presses off of your forehead and leaps off into a tree. It still watches you from the tree.
That was a conversation, Willow?
Yes. It appears to speak Sylvan.
Okay. What did it want?
It just said, hello, and then it said new, and then it said sit, and then I said, is it comfy? And it said pointy, and then it hopped off.
Bye!
Bye!
What did it say?
Scatters
said
off
bye.
the trees.
Oh, okay.
That's
a normal bye, not an existential bye, right?
Yes, it just was, it's an animal journey.
Okay.
Sure, it's fine.
Maybe
they're harmless. Mostly. If you're very small, they'll eat you. But you're not very small. They know not to eat me. They've
Is
tried.
my owl all right?
Oh, owls are all right. Nothing will touch an owl.
Oh, good. I hold out my arm for Yarrow.
Yarrow flies back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you continue through the forest.
Frog, what are those called?
Oh, goodness. Emily Fantasy Name Generator?
I thought you were asking me for a second?
No, I'm asking Emily Fantasy Name Generator. Give me creature names. Animal species names. Why are these so bad?
Because they're just like that.
You know what? They're called lemurs.
Yeah.
They're just called lemurs.
I love when there's a thing in a fantasy game that is just called a normal thing and is absolutely not that.
Yeah, it's a lemur. That's a lemur.
I've been playing a lot of Skyward Sword, and there's these things that they call cats, but they don't look like cats.
Good. They're lemurs.
They meow like cats. They look like squashed lemurs.
Now this is a lemur, and it looks like a Jagarundi. Yeah. I saw a video of Zabumafu's progeny today.
Good.
Thank you, Zabumafu. Yes. Yeah. After your lemur encounter with a lemur. Frog continues to lead you through the forest. That's a good cat.
Although apparently they're actually called Gremlet. I thought that the dialogue called it a cat. They meow.
That's really fucking cute.
That's good.
That is deceivingly cute. Will they open their mouth to reveal many sharp teeth and try to eat you?
Not during the day. During the day, they sleep and are pets and sleep in the sun, and you can pick them up, and they follow you around and meow at you until you pick them up. At night, they do attack you.
Good.
I feel very bad because I refuse to fight them because they're so cute during the day.
All right. A frog continues to lead you onward. Sorry, I'm looking. I have so many notes. So many notes.
So the tower is that ahead of us, or did we pass it on one of our sides?
You passed it.
Was it an entire tower, or was it like a crumbled section of a tower? Like
it was just the crumbled base of a tower. Not even like
okay.
Yeah. A little bit more, like there was a little bit of a wall, so it wasn't just a ring of stones, but it was like on its way to becoming just a ring of stones.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Actually, if we keep traveling, Journey's just gonna try to get lots of information from Frog about the things they're passing. And does the forest have a name? Does the fields have a name? Does the tower have a name? You, Nemo, don't need to tell me all those things.
We're gonna do a little bit more. I want Claude to be here. Claude's taking a little break. I want Claude to be here for when we get to the court. So, and then we'll take our like break.
Right.
But yeah. Yeah. Frog indulges you. There is no name
For
there's
any
no
of
name
them?
for any of them. There's names for the creatures, but not for the places.
Cool. That's an interesting cultural difference.
Nothing is permanent.
This
is partly because of how you think. Oh, Ellie returned.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry,
Okay.
I really had to go to the bathroom.
No worries.
No problemo.
All right. You head on further and further, and eventually the trees stop changing. And they are golden and red and fiery orange. And it seems that you've reached the bounds of the autumn court.
Wow.
I'm gonna look around for things watching us.
Make a perception check.
Absolutely.
I would like to also do that.
Absolutely.
Can I aid someone?
Sure.
Probably.
I would need
Probably
I need
Journey.
I rolled bad.
Okay, then I will aid Willow.
Okay.
Cool. Mine is 16.
I rolled a 5 and then I rolled a 6 plus.
Your passive is really good, so don't worry.
Okay. Whatever.
You actually don't see anyone watching you. You do hear noise, though.
Like talking?
It sounds like music. You hear music from a little ways in front.
Oh no.
Well, from a little ways forward.
I forgot something else. That's okay.
Oh. Yeah?
This is something I've been forgetting for weeks, which I wish I'd remembered earlier.
Oh,
Nemo.
goodness. Yeah?
Question.
Answer.
With my tremor sense, would I be able to know
you have tremor
if we're being watched? Yeah.
Yeah. You're not.
Oh, okay.
You know there's a celebration.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's getting in on that celebration.
Naturally.
Like, especially if, like, they know people are coming. They know that they're gonna come to the celebration. Like, there's no reason to watch them. Where else are they gonna go? They're either gonna wind up at the celebration, or they're going to die.
Okay.
That's how I got here.
Or they're gonna die somewhere. So there's, like, no reason to watch them, especially when there's, like, better things to do. Rip in pieces, Bennu.
Boy.
Best wishes, Bennu.
That's one way to get rid of your enemies.
But there was such good tension.
I thought. Never mind.
Okay.
God, yeah, the tension was so good. I miss them already. Yeah. You wend your way. Frog leads you through the trees. And you come to at last the court of the Autumn Queen. It takes your eyes a moment to adjust, because a lot of the denizens of the Autumn Court look a little bit like the trees and the flora that surrounds them. They aren't all in these like autumn fall colors. The oranges, the deep browns and greens and reds. And you see a number of different creatures and humanoid. Very few. There are like a few that like look like Unfallen, essentially, like fully humanoid fae. Many of them have a number of sets of horns or spines or animal heads or limbs. Very few of them are fully humanoid. You see a bunch of like sentient animals also. Like you see a fox in a waistcoat.
Yes.
And you also see a badger in a long skirt with a little cape. Among others. I just simply think that they should be pointed out. No.
I know.
Not Sylvester Cross moments. Oh, listen, I read Narnia when I was way too young. I know how it is.
Yeah.
Listen.
I did the wrong thing. Hold on. let me make this better.
Oh goodness.
That's not working a ton.
Build up to the meme.
Meme time. We're almost there.
We got this.
That's better.
There we go. Yeah, that's kind of what it's like. Except
Very
you
cool.
see the witch hazel. At the end, there's a long table. It's got a couple of levels. And sitting at the higher table, in a throne that looks more like a really nice chair from like your grandma's house, but like with sort of leaf and like twig decorating in the wood. You see a fairy woman. You see an archfey in a long trailing robe that Willow, it can't help but remind you of Unfallen. And she looks mostly humanoid. But her head is that of a squirrel.
Huh.
She sees you and Frog come in, and you blink, and she's right beside you, Willow. She puts a hand on your shoulder, and in another breath, you're somewhere else.
Oh, fuck.
You're inside. It seems to be some indoor cave. There are wall sconces. It's nicely decorated. There's like a floor. It's not just a dirt floor, but the walls are all dirt. The witch hazel lets you go, stands back, and she starts weeping. Alanis! Oh, Alanis. What do you do? She's still got the squirrel head. You don't recognize her.
holding my staff very tightly. I think I take a step back.
She notices you take a step back. She looks up and she remembers something, and the squirrel face fades. And you see in the flesh a face you've before only seen in illusions. It's Saryumoreg. And we're gonna take a break. Right. We will be back
Oh my god.
At 8. That sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
All right. We'll be back at 8. See you then, folks.
Again.
Hi,
As you
Twitch.
said.
Hi, Twitch.
After, yeah. Let's leave Willow for a moment.
Okay.
Let her collect herself.
Cool.
You have entered the court of the Autumn Queen. She took one look at your companion Willow, teleported to her side, and then teleported away.
What?
Frog is standing there. Doesn't look to be concerned.
Journey's hand probably immediately goes to the hilt of his sword before he stops himself and realizes where he is. And he's gonna go, Frog, what in the world just happened?
Oh, the witch hazel took her.
Yeah,
Where?
I observed. What
Oh,
the
I
hell
don't know.
just happened?
She took her.
She took her.
She's around. Can't go that far.
You have to understand, this isn't a normal occurrence.
Neither are party.
She'll be back. The witch hazel wouldn't have brought you all here if she didn't want you all here.
It's not us being here that worries me. It's us leaving again that does.
Oh, we're not going to kick you out. That's not the kind of thing we do.
Did Frog just say we're not going to kick you out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Frog, you misunderstand my meaning. We have business back on Chthon. And are desirous of leaving once our business here is complete.
All right. Nothing stopping you yet?
Yeah, unless something's happening with Willow right now.
Well, I wouldn't know.
No, I know you wouldn't know. You seem refreshingly honest in your knowledge of things, but that doesn't soothe my worries. I, nonetheless, appreciate your honesty.
Frog cocks his head to the side. Seems to be listening. The witch hazel says, you're to eat at the top table. Come on. Sit.
What obligations are incurred by eating at the table? For if there are some, then I would prefer to eat that which we have brought with us, if no offense is given in the matter. But also, you must understand it is not our custom to go about celebrating once one of our companions has been taken against her will out from our sight. I hope you can forgive us for these strange chthonic customs, but they are ours nonetheless.
You can stay here if you'd like, and wait. Or you can sit at the table.
Much appreciated. Why don't you go save us a spot, and we would appreciate that.
Oh, there's no need.
There's much room everywhere, is there? I must admit, I haven't been looking at the table, mostly.
Oh, no. No one will take your seats at the high table.
Excellent. Oh, the high table.
That's like the higher level of the table where the witch hazel was sitting.
No, I know.
Yep.
I hadn't realized or I'd forgotten that that's where we were gonna sit.
Yep.
I may have misheard. Okay, so that's a come be honored guests by my side type thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I suppose there's no harm in sitting down.
Arkin, you know where your seat is?
Of course.
You are also sat at the high table.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Arkin between myself and Frog and
Frog isn't sitting at the high. Frog does not sit at the high table.
No, I mean while we're walking there.
Oh, while we're walking. Okay.
Yeah, and am going to ask Arkin. So you had to get used to customs here. Like you weren't always. Were you born here, or did you arrive here?
I arrived here.
So you are familiar with the type of customs we have to be wary of.
They may have changed. My tribe was kind of, isolated. So, it was,
Okay.
they didn't tell me I was to, whatever.
Well, thank you nonetheless. Ellie, how do you feel about rations?
Sounds great.
Unless there's milk and honey up there.
Yeah, I'm not too keen. Just for now, until we get Willow back.
I mean, are we even hungry? Like, we had breakfast.
Yeah, are we hungry?
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Saving throw?
Oh,
Yep.
great. I mean,
Cool.
Journey is going to be less hungry than anyone else because of his ring.
Roll
but-
20.
Huh? Natural 20?
Yeah.
Not a major.
What
Mine-
a fucking constitution.
Hey!
Mine is 16.
So that puts it at a 25.
Alright. Yeah, you're fine. You're both fine. You're not that hungry.
Okay.
You feel like you
So
probably could eat, but...
Okay. So what's at the high table? Oh, sorry, Emily, go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask, like, where's the food set up?
There's plates all across the table.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Like, there's a plate at your place sitting, but, like, you can then go up and take whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
You can walk around.
Just checking.
Journey, I don't think this changes anything, but it seems like Arkin just sort of eats whatever here, and it sounds like he can come and go as he pleases. I'm not saying we should eat anything, but
Arkin can come and go in the area surrounding the Autumn Court. I don't know that Arkin can leave Fairy at will.
oh, I see.
I don't know that Arkin... excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Emily. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult because I'm not used to reading pig faces and
Gender. Especially
Arkin
Chthon.
is wearing polite clothing, so there are no clues of any sort.
Listen. That doesn't mean anything on Chthon. Where gender,
Absolutely.
listen. Having a gender is like shooting a barrel of fish. Shooting a fish in a barrel. There we go. Listen.
That's delightful.
There's so many genders.
Amazing. So many genders.
Yeah, he's at his seat. He's just eating something. Doesn't matter what. He's eating it.
Okay.
Alright.
So, yeah, we're sitting at the table, probably immediately next to each other, because...
Yeah, we are just next to each other.
Is there... so there's us,
The
there's
boys,
Arcan...
the boys.
There's two of us, there's Arcan, there was the Witch Hazel. Is there anyone else at the high table? Or...
Yeah.
No. The Witch Hazel doesn't have a very big high table. There are 2 empty seats. Both of which are immediately adjacent to the Witch Hazel's throne.
Huh.
There is one that has a plate on it, and one that has just a flower laid in front of it.
Aww.
Oh.
That's cute.
That's
cute.
Thank you.
Not in character,
Thank
because
you.
we don't know that in character.
Yeah,
because
we don't know. Out of character. Okay.
Journey's gonna start drawing something on a piece of paper. I don't know.
Alright. We will cut back to
Yeah.
Willow and the witch hazel.
Oh my god.
Your mother is here in front of you. And like she's sobbing. Like you actually see her like shaking, like she wants to hug you, but you like stepped away before, so she doesn't know what to do. She's yeah.
Sorry,
Alanis. You're here.
You're the witch Hazel.
Yes.
You're the queen of the Autumn Court.
Yes.
I don't understand.
Her brow furrows.
You're not a prisoner. You're the queen. You're here.
I'm more bound to fairy now than I was when I was a less willing member of the court.
Do you know how long it's been?
She wrings her hands. Reaches a hand up. Alanis, may I? She reaches her hand towards your face.
I let her, but I don't move.
How long has it been?
20 years.
Her hand drops to her side.
You've been gone for 20 years. For 20 years, you were just a story Fallen was too sad to tell. You were just gone. No one knew what happened. You were no one, and you were here. You were the queen here all that time.
No, I wasn't. Not all. I wasn't always queen.
What happened to you? Why didn't you come back?
I couldn't come back. I can't go back.
Why not?
It has its hooks in me.
What
Alanis.
does?
This place. I couldn't. I thought maybe if I I hoped I could start to make everything even if April didn't want to be queen.
You didn't send word. You have messengers. You have magpies you can send. You didn't send anything. You were just gone. Why did... We thought you were dead. Onfallen never said that, but... 20 years.
20 years. I can't leave, Alanis. It wouldn't let me go. There needs to be someone on this throne.
Why didn't you bring us to you? They're banished, but if you're the queen now,
The Hungry
you could have
King
sent word.
is looking for them.
What?
The Hungry King is looking. I couldn't bring you here with the Hungry King looking. A lion has their ear. Their goodwill. I have none of that. I was Umble's favorite, not the High King's.
How did you get here?
Notes consulting time. Yes. My notes are really good. That helps. The Summer King caught me. I was traveling. And he caught me near where you came in, I think. The Western Gate. There we go. I was trapped there for a while, but made my way out to the Autumn Court, where I knew there would be at least a few friendly faces. And there were. King Umble recognized a lion. Recognized Onfallen's name. And let me stay. A lion still was lurking. And though they didn't have Umble's favor, one word and the Hungry King would come looking. I know I could have. I couldn't put either of you in danger. I couldn't put you in danger like that. And I failed you anyway. I know.
You left. I know what they told me. I know that you were a wanderer. You wanted the road, but that you were going on some final journey and then you were going to stay. But you already had me and you already had Anfallen. Why didn't you just stay?
She turns away.
Were we not enough?
No! 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 She turns back and she faces Willow and she reaches out to take her hands in her take Willow's hands in her hands. No. No. Please don't think that.
I don't even know who you are. I mean, you were a story. I've been looking for you. That's why I left the wood. I didn't think I'd find you. I thought you were gone.
I was scared. I left. Because I was scared.
Of what?
Of motherhood. I didn't think I'd be good at it. I was going to come back. I was. It was a last breath to steady myself. I wasn't going to leave you. I was scared, but it was going to be the most exciting thing in my life. It was going to be the biggest joy of my life. This is who I am. The queen of the autumn court. And a coward. Someone who used to be brave. And isn't. I didn't know if you were real. When I heard you.
I almost didn't call you. I was scared that there wouldn't be an answer. But I had to know.
Now you know.
You're here because of Elion?
I need you to clarify a little bit for me before I... Like, do you mean, like, here in the Autumn Court or here in...
Fairy.
Fairy. Okay. Oh, God. Ooh. There we go. Okay. Ooh. Deep breaths. The Summer King wanted a companion. I don't think Alian knows. I hope Alian doesn't know. I've been careful. When I took the thorn from April, I looked as you saw me. Only April and Umble really have seen me as I am. And Umble is gone. But Alian's gone too. Although probably to the Hungry Court. They won't be welcome in Autumn anymore.
I just don't know what to say. What to... I searched for you for well, I guess not that long, but I thought about searching for you my entire life, and I didn't think about after.
That's the scariest part. The after.
There's been so much in finding you. There's been so much.
Will you tell me about it? Out there, I can't tell you the whole story. But it's yours when you want it.
Okay.
As much more of it as there is to tell.
I think later, I think I have friends. They're probably worried. We
Yes.
thought you were a threat. Everything's been a threat, and you had my name, and we were prepared to fight a battle here. We were prepared to sneak into the Autumn. I was going to rescue you.
That's what they don't tell you. They don't tell you a lot of things here.
Nobody tells me anything.
But
anywhere.
I have things to tell you about Fairy. Titles are cages with fancy bars. Still no keys.
I think I need some air.
I'll be along in a moment. She points towards a section of the wall which opens up, and you can see the outside.
I squeeze her hands. I don't hug her, but I squeeze her hands. Then I let go and I go outside.
All right. You see your friend sitting at the high table. And you know what kind of flower it is on the other side of the throne. It's Aunt Fallen's favorite flower. And you see Willow. You guys see Willow.
Does she just like appear out of?
She like sort of emerges, like a hole in the ground opens up, and Willow comes out.
You're okay.
I sit down really fast, like I'm about to fall over.
Okay.
Medicine. I'm gonna make a medicine check to try and see if there's something physically wrong with her.
Go right ahead.
Can I aid?
Nemo can
I aid him?
Go right ahead. Sorry.
You're good.
So that's advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, that's much better. Synthetic 20.
Nice. There's nothing medically wrong with Willow. Seems.
Willow, Journey's gonna lean in. Have you been bound?
I just sort of put my head in my hands. That's her.
What? What do you mean?
I'm gonna do an insight to see whether I can understand without further explanation.
Yeah.
Okay. Ellie just straight out asks.
My insight is 18. I don't know if that works.
18.
I'm not concealing anything, so.
Yeah. No, I think Journey gets it. Yeah.
Okay. Journey's face kind of does one of those slow motion kind of things. And if that happens, Journey is going to do a really quick intelligence understanding of what's going on here. Okay, that's not what she looked like before. Okay, that's what this is. That's what this is, and is going to turn to Ellie and say, "I think what Willow means is that is her Ravana."
Sorry, you? Sorry, you.
I'm not saying sorry, you.
Not saying
specifically
you.
not saying
okay.
sorry, you.
Okay, good. Thank you for clarifying.
What?
Ellie, make an intelligence check.
Yeah.
Ellie
needs. Listen. His intelligence is 11. His intelligence is no modifier. He's doing his best. 1 second. All right, roll well. 19.
Ellie, it's the math meme. Ellie does the math meme in his head, but he's like, it can't be. We literally just saw Revena. So, Mom, Mom.
Mom.
Oh.
Mom.
Oh.
Oh.
Ellie does like the same slow motion O face, but like several seconds later.
Yeah.
Arkin is watching them. Their slow motion
Quietly.
O faces.
Just nods. Get back with meal.
Well, that's a kick in the throne room.
Shit.
I need some milk and honey.
There
Yeah.
are milk and honey at the table.
I chug milk.
Oh god.
Roll a Constitution saving throw. No.
Willow, you might want to slow down. It'll
I
upset
choke
your
on
stomach.
milk and die.
No! Willow, you might want to slow down. It'll upset your stomach. I know from experience.
Oh dang, is Ellie lactose intolerant?
Bit weird for a big cow.
That'd be funny though.
Should I make
He's
you
not
roll
like,
for lactose intolerance?
No.
Me?
All of you.
Oh my god.
No, I won't.
No, we have ghosts in the thinking mode. We established
If you drink
this.
something too fast, your tummy hurt.
It has nothing to do with milk, it has to do with the speed.
It has to do with the speed.
I just like seeing other people suffer. So I am a DM.
We hadn't guessed.
Wow. Oh my god. Okay.
Willow is chugging milk.
Yeah.
So, plan reassessment time.
Yeah, really.
Step one, I think, is appear to enjoy celebration and then get to a place where we can talk in relative private.
Yeah. I think just take a breather for a second because it looks like you kind of need it, Willow.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. It's fine. It'll be fine.
As you're saying, it'll be fine.
Oh no.
You see,
No.
the witch hazel
Okay.
emerge from the ground, the same spot where Willow was. She looks just the same. But she is carrying three. She actually has floating in the air behind her 3 small trunks.
Huh?
Like tree trunks or like
suitcases.
suitcases?
Like suitcases.
Okay.
Oh.
3 small trunks, and
They could be
she
both.
arrives at. She sits down. She takes her seat at the high table. Lays a hand on the flower.
Oh, there we go.
That's at the place next to her on one side with Willow at the other, unless Willow chooses not to take that seat. But that's the seat that's left.
I feel like I want to sit in between my friends because I feel safer.
You can do that. You can switch around. Then
Which
who's
one
sitting
of us
next
is
to the
going
witch
to be
hazel?
next to the queen?
Ellie will do it.
Thank you, Ellie. Thank you, Ellie, for your service.
He's just like, oh, seat? Okay.
Thank you, Ellie. Yeah, the witch hazel sits down next to you, Ellie.
Ellie thinks about his actions.
And she says, "Welcome I welcome to the autumn court these most honored guests." She looks to Ellie. expectantly. What shall we call you, honored guests?
Oh. Ellie.
Ellie. To Willow.
Willow.
Willow. And
I am Journey.
Journey. And welcome, of course, our honored companion, Arkin. Eat and be merry, my people, as I bestow upon our guests the gifts of the Autumn Court. And a chest floats down in front of each of you. And opens in front of you.
I'm going to...
The Witch Hazel says...
Yeah.
Freely given.
There we go.
There it is.
And I can tell you what you see within each of them.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Journey, you see a dashing, sort of like jaggedly edged cloth and feather cloak. Like a cloth and feather cape. There are
That's so cool.
Long feathers, like edged in silver along the edge of the cloak.
Sexy.
Yes. And you can't make fun of me for this name, even though it's a pun.
I don't care. It's awesome anyway.
Also Jess can't. This is yeah.
A turn?
Listen.
An Arctic turn?
Oh my
Backstreet
god.
Boy? Sorry.
Leave me alone. You can't. Listen, it's a good pun.
This is only because of whose line is it anyway?
Oh, I'm also talking to Jess for reasons.
I don't even understand the pun.
Oh. Nefarious.
Yeah, it's really funny that his name is also Nefarious. And Journey has a friend named Nefarious. Yeah.
Wait a second.
It's a pun on
Wait a second.
Turn's cloak.
Turn's cloak.
Nemo.
Shut up. Leave me alone. I did think about it making you a little bit of an asshole, but it doesn't.
Oh my god. Journey's already a bit of an asshole.
He already is. Stay away from any necromancers.
They have no claim over my soul. It's promised to hell.
God. Now I need to sort Dora. Dora, my beloved.
Oh, right.
Dora, my most beloved.
Oh my god. Journey has another piece of cloth that makes him do awesome stuff. He's never in any armor in battle.
I love him.
He's so good for him. Good for him. Good for him.
Oh my god, he looks amazing.
The slashing damage from the feathers on the edge of the cloak, that's badass.
I know.
Thank you.
I'm just imagining Journey returning to hell and people calling him like the ambassador of fairy. Like
Yeah.
Like, oh fuck, this agent of hell went to fairy and came back with his soul and a fucking cloak.
With a gift freely given.
Don't get ahead of yourself. We haven't gotten out yet.
True. I know. But I like imagining.
Within the trunk in front of Ellie is an icy blue silver greatsword. That is, when you touch it, it is like it is cold. The blade is cold to the touch, and when you touch it, it's like covered. You can see, actually, it takes you a minute you're able to peer through. The blade is covered in a thick layer of ice. When you're holding the hilt, you're fine to wield it. And you actually feel like you feel its cold energy sort of radiating, but it kind of like bounces off of you. You got this this blue greatsword, the glacier blade.
The glacier blade.
You have no idea how hard I'm smiling right now. I'm freaking out.
I really hope the one for Willow is good also. We
These
can
are some
change it
badass
around.
magic items.
We can change it around if you need.
Does it let me do concentration?
I might change it to that depending on like we can discuss. Willow, within yours is a very old, gnarled staff with like a shepherd's crook, a hook on the end of it. And from the end, hangs, give me a moment. Hangs a little, inflorescence of, Queen Anne's lace, or a similar flower. It's just hanging upside down from the top of the hook. Yeah.
Isn't Queen Anne's lace poisonous?
Is it?
I think it is.
That's fun. Lovely.
I thought that was a different flower that looks like Queen Anne's lace.
I think it is.
Queen Anne's lace is the one you can't eat.
No.
There's also a weed that's in that family that's like really caustic if you touch it. Like it'll burn you. So they have to, when they get really big and whenever they pop up, they have to call like special people to remove it.
Giant hogweed.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I wrote a poem about giant hogweed.
Fun.
Yeah.
Anyway,
this is what you have. We can change it around.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh my
I know you were
God.
planning on using summoning creatures more, but we can change it to concentration if you like.
So, Twitch, it's called Umble's Crook.
Ooh.
Which is so cool.
So, yeah, here's the thing. I only did the summoning the one time.
Yeah. We can change it around. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah. But this is a powerful, because this was, and you could see, this used to belong to. Yes, okay, I'm pinning.
I'm just putting it there so you don't forget. That's all.
I'm pinning everything. I'm pinning it. I'll say it right now so I don't forget. So yeah, we have we have Turn's cloak, the glacier blade, and Umble's crook.
Did this used to be Umble's?
Yes.
Sick.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yep.
Are these all attunement items?
It looks like Willow and Ellie's are. I don't know about
Turn's
yours.
cloak is not.
It's not an attunement item.
It's just a cool cloak. It's just pretty
Your
cool.
voice is so happy.
I love this. I love making.
I'm ecstatic right now.
I'm gonna also show you. Is it okay if I show Arkin's item?
Yeah, go wild.
Yes. Hell yes.
Ooh, yes.
And this is the item that Arkin already has.
This is strapped to his back.
Yeah.
He just has it on him.
I'm excited.
The red leaf axe.
Oh. That's a fucking cool name.
Ooh.
An axe for those of the Autumn Court. And I think with those gifts presented and the feast officially begun, that's where we're gonna leave for this week.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
Good night, Twitch.
I'm writing all this shit down.
Mother of hell.
We will see you next week. Good night, Twitch.
Night.
Twitch.
Twitch.
Twitch.